Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Am I angry? Yes. Am I worried? Yes. Could we have anticipated that Paul Pogba would have been injured this season? Yes. But before going into panic mode, which is a natural behavior, I want to think logically, I want to use my brain. I am absolutely not a doctor, so I want to inform myself to really understand what happened with Paul Pogba. That's really important before going into panic mode and before starting to shoot and to blame everyone. Reading the facts. We start immediately with the official communication from Juventus yesterday on the site Juventus.com. We start with the update about Pogba. Following complaining of pain in his right knee, Paul Pogba underwent radiological examination that revealed a lesion of the lateral meniscus. In the next few hours, he will undergo a specialist orthopedic consultation. Therefore, in order to continue treatment, he is not taking part in the trip to Dallas. These are the real official words of Juventus. We understood that there was a problem. He was feeling pain. We did first radiological examination where we understood that there was a lesion of the lateral meniscus. Now we will try to do more tests to understand more what is happening with the lesion. Is it the hard one? Is it the severe one? Is it the serious one? How long? What will we have to do? These are the real official words of Juventus to understand it. Of course, Gazzetta dello Sport, Corriere dello Sport, Tutto Sport, Sport Mediaset, every single paper, but also online, all supporters started with own interpretation, going towards experience, own experience from the past, but also from what happened in the football world, starting to do some researches and starting to give their opinion. Opinions that are based on supposition. Why? Because we don't know. The real big test needs to be done yet. We need some more official information. We start with Corriere dello Sport, who's saying Pogba si è rotto. Pogba has broken himself. Looks like they are quite celebrating. They are quite happy about what happened with a big red title. Pogba si è rotto. Shocking words that can scare more than one, obviously. Gazzetta dello Sport is continuing with Pogba in front page, big page for Paul Pogba with Pogba stop. Because of course Pogba will have to stop. Juve, what a really bad luck. He will have a surgery. He will undergo a surgery there immediately in USA. Paul will miss the beginning of Serie A. If you go inside Gazzetta dello Sport, Paul, Juve, crack Pogba. Should I translate no, it's a pain. It's a pain sound. Juve, stop Pogba, crack Pogba. Lesione a un menisco, lesion to a meniscus. He will be out for 2 months. He will be and undergo a surgery in the USA. Gazzetta dello Sport is going immediately with some timing, immediately giving you the possible timing of Pogba being out, and they are speaking about 2 months. 2 months is really long. It's 60 days, meaning that he will miss not only the start of Serie A, but also the start of Champions League, with probably 1 or 2 games already seeing him back end of September, beginning of October. And that could be a worst case scenario. Instead, Tutto Sport is a bit more cautious. They are revealing the same things, lesion to the meniscus, because this is official. He will undergo surgery, we know that. And then they are speaking about 40 days of stop, where they are speaking about missing the first part of Serie A, but being back for the Champions League. Now we have to speak about facts. What is it? A lesion to the meniscus, to the lateral part of the meniscus. First of all, it's not something inside. It's something outside, something that you can even heal without surgery. Of course, if you are not going with surgery, it can take between 6 and 8 weeks of total rest. And we know that when you are a sportive person, if you are laying in your bed for 6 or 8 weeks without walking, without doing activities, you will need a long time to go back in your optimal shape, especially because you are missing the first part of the preseason where you are putting minutes and energy in the legs. A lateral meniscus tear is an injury to the semicircular cartilage on the outside of the knee joint. It can occur suddenly from twisting or traumatic injury, or it may develop gradually through wear and tear. And that's where I want to stop the first time, because a lot of people are asking what happened, and a lot of people are starting to blame Allegri, Folletti, they are starting to blame J-Medical, they are starting to blame everything and everyone. No, guys, this one is not about muscular injury. It's something that we couldn't prevent. It's something that happened because of bad luck. A twist or a traumatic experience. Now more and more rumors are giving the confirmation that it was a knock. It was a collision, a contrast with him and Perin, second goalkeeper of Juventus. Now we know also how it happened during the training. Could that be prevented? Yes, you could, without training, putting all the players in bed and telling them, please do some yoga instead of training on the field. But this is not how you prepare a football game. So bad luck had happened, bad luck with that injury. And then we continue, we go with Sport Media said that also they have already their opinion, saying that it's not the first time that Paul Pogba injured himself. He already missed 77 games with Manchester United. It's something that is really worrying. And then of course, I have to admit that we all knew it, we all said it. When we were choosing for Paul Pogba, we said we have to split the brains with the heart. The heart is going, yes, go for Paul Pogba. He can bring so much joy into Juventus. He can bring some leadership. He can bring some experience. He can bring some skills on the field, which is super important. On the other side, Paul Pogba is someone that has a record of injury that is quite worrying. So we were all fearing that this moment could happen. Now, if we go to Sport Media said it's not the first time in 77 games, I feel they are starting to speak as supporters without doing their researches, because if you go simply on transfer market, you can see all the games that he missed with Manchester United in the last 6 years. What do you see? That he had some ankle problems, he had some back injury, he had some muscle injury. He never had anything to his knee, never. It's the first time that is happening on his knee, on his right knee, the meniscus. And that's why we are continuing to say, pay attention, guys, before judging, before blaming. We have to pay attention to have all the information. What is it? How it happened? And then also, of course, is it something recurrent, something that we could prevent or not? Now, that being said, not blaming anyone, we are unlucky. And this is a problem for Juventus. The fact that Paul Pogba has received that knock will change probably the plans. Will it also change the Mercato? We don't know. I told you in the beginning, I am angry. I am worried, absolutely, for all these kind of things. It's annoying. Now we have 9 midfielders in Juventus. We have to choose the right one. Will we have to go for a new one? Maybe. Will it be Paredes? Will it be Milenkovic? Let's see. I am worried. I am annoyed. But before going in panic mode, let's wait for official reports. Will it be 2 months? We will find a solution. Guys, now we have to speak about all the other things. It's a longer video because I really wanted to go in detail about what happened with Paul Pogba. Hopefully you are not annoyed and you are still here. Tuttosport is saying Bremer è una bestia. Bremer is a beast. Double page in Tuttosport from Szczesny that yesterday spoke. He said a lot of great things about the team, about the future. Also thanking Allegri that never put him in doubt after the horrific start of the season last year, and that helped him a lot. But he said we had in the past the BBC, Bonucci, Barzagli and Chiellini. Now we have the B&B, Bremer and Bonucci. Bremer is a real beast. He understands the moment. He's super great. He's a really great guy. He's really not the type, he's not really a kind of Brazilian player, because while all the other Brazilian players, they are walking around, they are singing, they are dancing, he's a bit more shy. He's a bit more serious. He's putting himself apart. He's really a kind of atypical Brazilian player. So I really want to understand a bit more about Bremer, but not also only him, about Caio Giorgi, the potential of the guy, about Arthur, about Danilo, about Alexandro. And that's why this afternoon I have a live with Clara Albuquerque, that is a Brazilian journalist that is covering Juventus. A lot of times she is in Torino, maybe she's even based in Torino. I believe she's based in Torino. We will speak about the Brazilian players. It will be a live, so you will have the chance to ask all your questions. 4:30 Italian time, be there. Speaking about Bremer, will he start? Apparently yes, if we are seeing the game that we are playing versus Barcelona, the predicted lineups, everyone is putting Bremer there next to Bonucci, Quadrado and Pellegrini on the wings, McKennie, Locatelli, Soulé. Really strange position for Soulé that will, according to Tuttosport, play as a box-to-box on the left side, a position that he never ever played. Will that be the position that will be tested for Soulé? We're all thinking about Fagioli, but also Fagioli received a knock during the training. Did he recuperate or not? If yes, he will probably be there. Otherwise, I'm curious to see Soulé there. Also, I was not believing it until I saw also the predicted lineup of Gazzetta dello Sport that is predicting absolutely 100% the same lineup with Soulé as a box-to-box on the left side. Juve is back, and where are they back? Not only in the new season 22-23, but also on FIFA, because yesterday FIFA 23, Juventus, they announced that they are back for a long-term partnership together. Claudio Marchisio made a really beautiful trailer, full of emotion, also singing Juve Storia di un grande amore towards the end. We saw also that they were playing with some legends, with some heroes, Del Piero, Trezeguet. I can't wait to play FIFA 23. I'm super happy. It's also, and that's really important, it's not just we are entering FIFA and esport, it's also a long-term official partner of Juventus, where there will be more than only the game. There will be a 360 degrees experience of the Juve world inside the game, but also outside with a lot of activities. That's a really great news. Speaking about Mercato, guys, 11 minutes. We spoke a lot about Pogba, but Mercato is important. Will the strategies change after the injury of Pogba? At the moment, it's too fresh to know it. We have to wait what will happen, but it's true that Juventus is giving a priority to sell. One of the players that could go out of Juventus in the next few days is Arthur, not only to Arsenal that is interested, but also, and especially in the last hours, Valencia with Gattuso, that is a really great fan of the Brazilian player. So let's see. Of course, they are speaking about a loan with a part of the salary paid by Juventus. Another one that could leave is Nicolo Fagioli. Even with the injury of Pogba, he could go on loan 1 year to Salernitana. Pay attention, Salernitana is not the worst team of Serie A. They are planning to have actually a really relaxed relegation zone, so avoiding relegation zone in a really relaxed way. He could be there, one of the leaders of the midfield, and also being one that will play a lot of games. Great solution for him. Let's see if that will happen, yes or no. But Juventus is also thinking about players to bring in, and if we are still thinking about putting Arthur as fast as possible away, Ramsey as well with the termination of the contract with around 3 million euro. They are speaking about Paredes that is really speaking about Paris Saint-Germain, because his dream is to go to Juve to join his friends Di Maria. We know also, and that's important, if you go to transfer market, that Paredes last season he suffered a lot of injuries. So pay attention, Juve, before taking a decision. Pay attention. Is it not the case to go for Sergej Milinkovic-Savic? You put the money off the table if you have money, if you are able to sell. Let's see. Speaking about strikers, I told you that was a really worry for Allegri. He needs some offensive power. Morata, we don't give up. Arnautovic is waiting, but there is a name that is coming back after the possible swap, million plus Werner for De Ligt, that collapsed because they went for Koulibaly at the end. Werner is coming back. That was reported by Sky Sport Italia. Juventus is interested again in Werner. If we are speaking about the new names that are there, not only Werner, but also Depay, also Martial, we are looking for someone that is able to play a bit more on the left wing, but also entering the field and playing as a vice Vlahovic. One name that was spoken about a lot of months ago and then we gave up. He's coming back with a lot of strength, is the name of Luis Muriel, a player that is playing at Atalanta that normally should leave. A lot of teams were interested in him. They were asking 80 million. The biggest offer was 15. Can he be the player that can reinforce Juventus? Yes or no? Can he be the player that can make a difference at Juventus? I'm really curious. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I tried to explain and to calm down everyone on the situation about Pogba. Guys, it happens. It happens. It depends how you are seeing the situation. Juventus, they have one thing to do, is fighting and trying to win the Scudetto. Juventus has to be back, not only on FIFA, not only on YouTube and whatever, but also and especially on the field. Pogba or not, we have enough midfielders, we have to do better. Luckily, it happened in pre-season where we have time to go for eventually other options. You have to do the best of what you can. In life is not easy. In life, you can always have these kind of obstacles for the players, but also for the team. Important is how you're looking at things and how you're fighting to beat the kind of annoying things in life. It is what it is. If you give up, then we all give up. We don't even participate to Serie A. Grazie, forza, Juve.